I'm saying this to all the men that's out there. Like, for real, if you're not careful, your ego will lead you. Because the thing about an ego will look like an anchor. A pseudo-anchor. No, I'm just saying, your ego will say, I got this. Bro, you don't got it.
I'm probably the only one, I'm assuming, in this room right here that can't swim. And I'm the one that almost drowned. When we first got in the water, he asked, do you know how to swim?
Yep.
Yeah. Second question he said, put in as much as you need. Yeah. And so, Ma, when I had the vest on, I said, I only put in one or two puffs because I didn't want to seem like
you didn't want to have the floaties on. The little rubber ducky.
Looking like little kids.
I live with the floaties on.
Wow.
Right? But when I almost drowned.
What you do, Pastor? What you do, Pastor?
I had all the way to the top because now it wasn't about what people think anymore. Now it was about, am I going to die? Listen, the truth shall set you free.
Secret to Success Podcast, baby.
Previously on the Secret to Success podcast.
We're talking about the anchor, the vessel, but what water are you going out into? The riptides, were to explain it to you, there's current coming this way and this way.
Yep.
You get caught in the middle of that.
In life.
You can't swim your way out of that.
So marriage is one of them. I want to say a relationship, period.
100%.
That's one of them that you get in, there's some rippling effects.
It's a word I think we dance around. The word is truth.
Yeah.
The Bible says the truth shall set you free. We want to be free, but we don't want to acknowledge the truth of where we're actually at. Know the waters you're going into, right? And so what's crazy is I'm probably the only one, I'm assuming, in this room right here that can't swim. And I'm the one that almost drowned because I can't swim. Because we went to, I think it was Mexico, and we was going in the underwater cave. That should have been a red flag right there.
That should have been.
Underwater cave.
Yeah, it should have
But
been.
it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Jemal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I told y'all them African wild dogs can't swim in the deep. You know it's weak, bro. Hey, all that, them African wild dogs, they tough on land. Yeah. When the alligator pull your butt up, all the muscles don't work in the water.
They don't.
Hey, all the muscles don't work in that water.
Don't worry, I got to come back, Jose.
Yeah.
So listen.
Yeah, you got one. Just,
Welcome to the
we got another 40 minutes. We got another 40.
When we was getting ready to get in the water,
Stay focused, too.
the God said to everybody in the group, the African wild dogs travel in packs. So now like it's gonna get me because I got a pack with me. But I'm gonna stay with me though. Stay with me though.
I can't breathe.
The guy said to us, "Can everybody swim?"
Truth.
Right, in your marriage, are you ready? Are you really married for marriage?
Yeah.
We heard it.
Yeah, can you swim?
Can you swim?
Yeah.
And I knew in my head that I couldn't swim.
Yeah.
But did I really want to admit that in front of everybody? Did I really listen? The truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm gonna be transparent, right? Because I feel like to free some people, I gotta be transparent, right? And so, right, I don't know where Karl's at, right? But I know like 95 million. I'm one of the probably the only person in the room that's not a millionaire. Now, I'm a lot further than what I used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm over 6 figures.
Yeah.
But I'm not a millionaire. So he asked me, and I had to really think about it, like why don't I come around more? And I had to really pray about it. And what I realized, Mar, I didn't come around a lot before because I'm cool with you. I grew up with C, like way back 13, 14. But what I realized was like, I was uncomfortable being around millionaires and I wasn't a millionaire. Because I feel like, man, why am I not there? Like, I know the gift God gave me. Yeah. And God, like, when you won't acknowledge the truth of why you not there, you can never get there because you won't acknowledge it. And so I told the guy, I can swim. And we get in the water, and we in the water, here's the thing.
That's real, too.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to catch this. I can swim from point A to point B. I can't tread water, and I can't float. So when they teach you how to swim, it's not just from point A to point B. When you know how to swim, you know how to float, you know how to tread water. It's the whole package, not just part of it. Many times we get one part of it, not all of it.
Yeah.
She look good, but does she communicate well?
Can she swim?
Right? Can she swim? Right? And so the thing is, see, when I got in the water and we got to the middle, he said, all right, we're going to stay right here for a second. I'm like, we're going to do what for a second? And I began to go down underwater, and I began to panic, and I literally was actively drowning in Cancun, Mexico. Right? It was Cancun, Cancun, Mexico, actively drowning. And the guys came to grab me and to pull me back. And the first guy that grabbed me, what did I do? I pushed him away. I'm drowning. I'm dying. Many of you are drowning right now, and you pushing away help because you don't want to acknowledge that you're drowning. You don't want to acknowledge it because you don't want nobody to know that you're not 100%. 2 guys grabbed me, and I pushed 2 guys away. Finally, 3 guys grabbed me and said, "Bruh," and we got to the other side of the little cave, and I'm holding on to the cave. You know what I'm saying? Using my muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna hang on like Tarzan. He said, "All right." So listen to me very carefully. We're gonna go back. I said, there ain't no exit on this side.
Ain't no land.
Who built a cave without an entrance exit? So we got to go back. And I had the life vest on E, but it's one of those ones where it don't come fully inflated. You have to put it in the air that you need. And when we first got in the water, he asked, do you know how to swim? Second question he said, put in as much as you need. Some of y'all just missed that. That was your praise, but I'm not gonna preach. He said, put in as much as you need. And so Ma, when I had the vest on, I said, I only put in one or 2 puffs because I didn't want to seem like
Yeah.
You ain't want to have the floaties on. The little rubber ducky.
Not the floaties.
You know the little rubber ducky one?
I live with the floaties on.
Wow.
Right? But when I almost drowned, and I want y'all to catch it, when I almost drowned,
Come on, what you do, Pastor?
when it was time to go back,
What you do, Pastor? What you do,
I had
Pastor?
all the way to the top because now it wasn't about what people think anymore. Now it was about, am I going to die?
Yeah.
You can't wait until you in trouble water and drowning to do what needs to be done. You got to do it on the front end. And when you do it on the front end, everybody's blessed because of it. Watch this, and I don't want to monopolize times, but I want to go back.
Please
you said
do,
at the
'cause
very
we will.
beginning, you said Von Trail, y'all set him up with an anchor to go where?
To go up.
To Michigan.
Right, what was the first school?
That was Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan. My middle son, Xavier, I had already met you.
Yep.
Didn't know Von Trail like that. I had met Von Trail, but didn't really know him like that. He went on a visit to Eastern Michigan. Von Trail was a coach at Eastern Michigan. They weren't even trying to recruit Xavier. I saw Von Trail. Hey, Von Trail. He said, TJ, right? I said, yeah. You know my dad? Yeah, I know your dad. Oh, man, he said, it's your son? He said, let me go holler at coach. Because what you did to provide the anchor for Von Trail to go home to Eastern Michigan, it's set up for my son to get an opportunity to get recruited at Eastern Michigan. So your obedience didn't just affect you and your children, your obedience impacted my family before I even knew you like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
God says, press down, shaking together, running over. When it runs over, it don't just bless your family, it bless everybody your family is in contact with.
Yeah.
That's powerful, bro.
And I'm saying this to all the men that's out there. Like, for real, if you're not careful, your ego will lead you. I'm just being real, bro. Your ego will lead you. And you got to put yourself in a position where your ego doesn't lead you, your anchor leads you. Because the thing about an ego will look like an anchor. Like it's like a pseudo-anchor. But really it's like one of them blow up
inflatable
balls, right? That it float. It don't go
underwater.
No, I'm just saying, your ego will say, I got this. Bro, you don't got it. I'm just trying to tell you, I became the #1 motivational speaker in the world when I acknowledged that I did not have a grasp of the English language. I'm gonna take you all the way back, TJ. I went all the way back and was like, yo, because of your relationship with school, you learn the majority of your words by mimicking other people's words. So like I would be on the block and somebody might say, the first word I remember, copacetic.
Copacetic.
That was the first word, the big word.
Everything
I
is
ever remember.
copacetic.
That's what they
Where'd
said.
you learn that from?
From the rap.
Oh, no doubt.
Everything copacetic,
Copacetic.
A-OK.
He said all
And so
over
I was
the
saying copacetic. So what happens was I was learning words from people. So I was only learning the word in the context that you gave the word, but I didn't know the word in its original context. And so the way I blew up as a speaker was, one, when I was in college, man, I met my English teacher at Oakwood thing last night. She was there. I gave her a big old hug, right? Because she failed me. She said, you're on the borderline, but I'm going to fail you because you don't really know the fundamentals. And I'm going to do you a favor. And I'm thinking, have you lost your mind? You're not doing me no favor, failing me as a grown man in college. Bro, I got to tell my girl, I got to take the English one-on-one over again. But she was like, you don't have a firm grip on the English language. So you're going to go back because I could tell you mimicking, right? TJ, when I acknowledged it, the first thing it made me do was go get a dictionary. I had never used a dictionary before. And so then I went to the dictionary and was like, yo, what's the derivative? Is it an adjective? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? And most words would have multiple, meanings, different derivatives, adjective, adverb. So then I had to start learning what an adverb was or what an adjective was, right? And so, bro, man, TJ, once I got the dictionary, don't laugh, I didn't even know there was a thesaurus. I ain't know, bro. Wasn't nobody on the block talking about no thesaurus, bro. So once I got the dictionary and I mastered that, then I started hitting the thesaurus, boy, and I was like, ooh. So then when I started going to school and taking school serious and we did psychology, I was like, oh, this is dope. Now I'm about to go in the room and I'm going to be able to tell what the personalities are, and I can speak to the specific personalities now. You feel me? And I just started taking, but I had to go, somebody bless you to get to college, but you ain't college material. But I didn't want to say in college. And so I think the ego is the pseudo-anchor, because as men, we want to walk around and always bring our best and act like we don't got no challenges, no problems, when actually humbling yourself is the best way to go, because once you say you can't swim, there are going to be people in the room that can swim. And now those people are going to help you swim.
And what's crazy is the breakthrough that you're praying for is coming from the no that you're praying against.
Yeah.
Right? The breakthrough that you're praying for is supposed to come through the no that you're praying against.
Yeah.
Because the flip side of an anchor is that anchor from your past that you put down at that last spot that God told you to go to this next spot.
Said it right.
You can't go because that anchor back there. And so I said, okay, where am I getting this whole thing from? Like, Jemal loved me. He loved me. Like, see, we grew up together, right? Karl's my guy. So why do I feel, like, it's not that I feel uncomfortable around millionaires. I'm not a millionaire. Like, I made 6 figures. That's more than a lot of people in the world. Yeah. What I get is when we played ball, when you were a starter, you hung out with the starters. If you was a walk-on, you didn't hang out with because you had to be, you didn't hang out with us if you wasn't that guy. You had that guy on the team who was there for picture day, but you didn't see him, like, really after picture day.
Why you ain't point to CJ? Why you just do that? Why you just say you got that guy? You got that guy.
No. C was a baller. C was a baller.
I wish I was a baller. What you say?
Don't let him do that.
Set you free.
Cut his mic.
Balls, these mushrooms is working. You on point.
But the culture we grew up in, that we were taught in football, is if you wasn't one of those guys, you couldn't be with the guys.
That's true.
And so I'm still, I was still in that thought process. It's not like it's PTSD, because post-traumatic sports disorder. Because when I lost football, I was, bruh. Like, no, for real, like, I wanted to commit because I thought all I had was football. C would tell you, like, I thought I was just a jock, that I wasn't intelligent enough doing anything. I'm like, God, how am I gonna feed my family when I can't run into somebody?
Yep.
I can't tackle nobody. How am I gonna feed my family? And so then when I moved into this arena and I'm walking with the big dogs, I'm like, okay, God, like, I know I can speak. Like, I figured out after a little bit, like, I know I can hold down with the best in the world. But I'm like, okay, but when I get around them or get around this group, if I feel like I'm not a starter, then should I be with the group if I'm not a starter? You know what I mean? So I had to pull that anchor up in order to go into the water. Because you got to go into the water to get to the other side.
You know how I learned how to swim?
Somebody threw you in?
No, please. Being around other people that can swim.
Yeah.
I just got around other individuals that can swim.
That's good. And that's what's holding us back.
If you want to be a millionaire, you don't continue to hang with people that's making
not.
just 6 figures or 5 figures. You get around other millionaires.
I love it. You said just 6 figures. I love it. No, I'm saying, I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's why I said
Because
more cloth talk. He don't even know.
No,
Is this on another level?
Bro, you know what we say?
I thought when I got to 6,
Remember what I always say?
Yeah.
Your level of exposure determines your level of success.
Yep.
Listen, it ain't, and listen, I don't know what when I came into the fold, dog, I'm telling you this, and bruh, my man went from, and we drove past his old house, and it's very nice, but he done moved into a mansion since then. Not saying it had nothing to do with me. It could have just been exposure. Being around E got multiple homes. Not saying I'm not taking it's God, right?
No, God through you, though.
God
but-
through
but-
you.
but-
Yeah.
Let's see.
I created you.
Get in the mic.
God created you.
But
To make sure you get close to
is
the
it by
mic.
chance that all of a sudden E got all of these?
Yeah.
Boom! You saw me on the stage speaking, dog. Is it by chance that I'm on the stage now
Yeah, that's good. bro.
speaking?
Yeah,
Is
isn't that crazy?
Bruh, come on. Unconsciously, bruh, the exposure.
Yeah.
Karl, flipping properties. Karl about to get close to $500,000 within the next month. Is that? It ain't got nothing to do with me, it's God, but is it by chance that all of a sudden Karl flipping properties? Just think about that. Is it by chance, bro?
I was going to say real
Yeah,
quick, E,
I want him
the
to say
thing
that.
to respond to, I was going to say, bruh, same thought process for years. CJ in one conversation was like, bruh, here's the problem you have. You're comparing one freaking variable. One. TJ, ain't none of us kids could stand next to yours. In terms of respectful, and no disrespect, fellas.
We ain't
Y'all are
taking
respectful, good kids, but y'all
we
get
ain't
what I'm
taking
saying.
yeah.
Bruh, as a parent and what you've done with your kids,
Yeah.
bruh,
Phenomenal.
like, bruh, you were in the right circle. You might be leading that circle. You see what I'm saying? But somehow we choose to focus on the one thing, and it's just
Come on,
like,
Karl.
bruh, that's that.
It's a
bruh.
potluck, bruh. Everybody
Please
bring
hear what
their
I'm saying.
best.
He sat me
That's what
down.
makes the circle, bruh.
Bruh.
It's like, okay, cool. Somebody bring the dressing, he do turkey real well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna do wings. Somebody gonna bring the baked beans. It's like, bruh, if it come together, you need it to be well-rounded anyway. What he can do for somebody spiritually who's a billionaire, and what they could do for him financially. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, we don't weigh it any different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in people's mind, money gets weighed way higher than
It gets
everything.
weighed higher. But I was just saying real quick, what he sat me down and said to me, listen carefully, Karl. You're married. You love your wife. You got a beautiful family. Quite a skip. We got kids almost the exact same ages, the same range, boy first, then girl.
Yeah.
Bro, what's different?
We both work with E
We
every
work
day.
with E, same exposure,
Go to the
same
same
circles.
church.
What's different? What, like, bro, look, and in my face, I'm like, money, you got more money. And he was just, I could see in his face, I wish you would say that. Bro, there's nothing different. What do you have? I have. What we have, we have. So that was the shift for me. Like, yeah, Karl, you got to own it. You were the only person now that's stopping all your blessings. What you just said, that no is the only thing. I was going to say this real quick, bro. As a lifeguard, going back to your story, you were trained to disengage. I'll use a nice term, right? Somebody that's drowning, because when they're drowning, guess what they're doing? You know what they do first? They throw you something first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They throw you that joint to hold on to first. Why do they throw that to you? Because if you get close to that, bro, they are grasping for life.
That's what I did, yep.
You're grasping. For you lucky, because sometimes the next thing that they do is bow right in your nose. Just to shock you, because you were in death grip now. You holding on to something for life. So you got to
I don't
disengage.
think nobody want to punch T in the face. Even as he drowning, you like,
They want to punch you.
that's a big Negro.
But I want people to understand how serious it is. Like,
T
you're
would
in a
have
place
snapped
where
out of
you're
it,
drowning.
punched
You
your
about to
lights
take
off.
people the same way he's lifting people. Us that's not healthy, we dragging people down with us the same way when we hurt.
When we hurt.
It's the same thing. Go ahead.
You said something, so you felt like committing when you lost football because you thought football was it, right? Some kind of way they trick you into believing. And y'all got to hear me, because here's the anchor. We focus so much on the vessel that we don't focus on the anchor. So what we end up doing is focusing on football. When the anchor is you, like meaning your personality, your character, that's your anchor. Like that's what I just watched my son. When you talk about a billionaire, I just watch my son walk in and shook everybody's hand in the room.
Absolutely.
I seen other people come in, no disrespect, but they didn't acknowledge everybody that was in the room. They just came in the room. He wouldn't believe that that's something special because he's looking at what somebody else is doing. But when you talk about so your kids, absolutely, they come in, yes ma'am, yes sir. He come in the room, I don't care if you the janitor.
Yeah.
He gonna speak to everybody. That's his gift. My daughter grew up in the same crib. Jade ain't about to say nothing to none of y'all.
She ain't coming.
Jade ain't about to say nothing to none of y'all.
In here.
She ain't even coming in here. You're right. Jade ain't staying out there. She like, I'm good on that. Like, I don't trust you. She got her guard up. And so what made you, though, because I told you, we had a real conversation, and I don't even know if we could really get into this, but we had a real conversation, and I called TJ to talk about what he wasn't doing as a speaker that I felt like, I didn't say anything specific, but what he wasn't doing. And the first thing you did, I don't know, like you said, lifeguard, you swinging, I said something about your speaking, and the first thing you told me was that you were what kind of speaker?
I don't remember.
You remember that?
I don't remember exactly what I said. I know. Yeah, I don't remember.
Take a guess. I was like, bruh, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And the first thing you said to me in response to what I told you need to do to get to the next level was just take a guess of what kind of speaker you thought you said you were.
I'm a dynamic speaker. I'm great.
I'm a phenomenal speaker. And I said, this ain't got nothing to do with speaking.
Yeah.
So that's what we do when I say in the ego. It's like, and I showed you a dude, and you said, what about the dude?
Oh, he's whack.
He whack. And I called him.
Was I right, though? Well, no, you probably can't say that because you ET. You can't say that because you ET, so you're good. Don't answer that question.
And I'll say this. I'll say this. And I told him, when you
But he
compare
killing
yourself to you, he probably is whack. Well, I'm going to get on the phone real quick. Stay on the phone. I'm going to get on the phone real quick. And I say, how much money you making speaking? What'd he say?
It was it 500,000, something like that?
And he was on his way this year to
$1 million.
I said, I don't care how whack he is.
Whack.
He about to make 7 figures, and you dope, and you not making 7 figures. So it don't got nothing to do with your speaking. We're not talking about your speaking right now. That's not what we're talking about. That's ego. We're not talking about your speaking. I wouldn't even be on the phone talking to you if I didn't think you was a good speaker. I'm talking about the mindset that you have that's not allowing you to get what you deserve. So let's get my man on the phone. Let's get Mr. Whack on the phone. And let's watch Mr. Whack stuff. And guess what Mr. Whack is doing?
Hopefully Mr. Whack don't watch the podcast.
It's all right.
It's all right. Hey,
That's all right.
Mr.
I
Whack
say who
killing
it was.
I can say who it is.
Back, see if he text me or call me up.
But what's crazy is
Is it me?
Well, he said
Find
he was
out
whack. I never said
he
was
got
whack.
you
He
saved
said
under Mr. Whack.
He said he was
I just called your phone. Why
it
did
wasn't Mark. It wasn't Mark.
Yeah.
But what's
Why my phone
crazy,
ringing right now?
as you're saying that, when I got ready for the NFL, I was bench pressing like 450, 470, whatever. And I was a 6th round, 7th
Since
round.
we was in the 6th grade.
6th round, 7th round guy, right? And before I got accused of murder, I went to my coach and I said, Coach, what can I work on, like, to take myself to the next level? And he said to me, like I would say to Jemal, like, you strong enough, bro.
That's good.
Because the same thing that I was struggling with, he said, you were born, like, see, we're talking about bragging. Like, I've been strong my entire life. Like, I was doing 315 probably.
No. When I met TJ, I'm not playing. He looked exactly like this.
Wow.
When we was in middle school.
Middle school.
I'm talking about like, bro, he don't even work out and eat the greatest and still look like this. I told him something, it was genetically, dog. He just, it's not fair. Let's just put it like that.
So God is giving you a gift naturally.
Yeah.
So y'all hear me, y'all probably say, man, he always talking about maximize your potential. God is giving you a gift naturally. And you keep leaning on that natural gift, but you're not working on anything else. I've been strong my whole entire life. And I don't say this often because I don't want anybody to get offended, but I ain't been to the gym in over 4 weeks. I ain't been to the gym in 4 weeks, and I still can go to the gym right now.
Now,
and
T ain't been to the gym in 4 weeks,
and put up
and then I
350.
ain't in the gym 4 weeks.
It's a different gym. Different experience.
I'm looking like Karl Winslow in 4 weeks. He still looks smart.
Feel me?
It's going to catch me probably at 50. I'm assuming it's going.
Nah, you got equity.
You got margin. The margin of error is huge.
I want to make sure you stay on that point, though.
That
Your
pissed
coach
me off.
told you
Yeah,
you're
I
strong
lost that point.
enough.
Yeah.
Strong enough.
Don't keep lifting weights. That's not about to change the game for you.
Yeah.
You're not about to go to the NFL if you stay in the weights. Why? because strength does a certain part
of the
That's
game.
why I said we got to let the ego go. Because as men, we always want to show up as our stronger self.
Yeah.
If you're already strong in that area, it don't mean you don't need no more work in it. Wow. So for me with real estate, I can't come in the room with Maul and go, oh, I've been married for 35 years. I got 2 kids. I went to college. I'm one of the best speakers in the world. No. When I go to Maul, I'm already strong in that area. Yeah. Now I need to go, Maul, help me to make money in my sleep.
Yeah.
Because all the money I make, I got to be on stage. I got to be away from my family. Or I got to put my wife on the road with me. Maul, help me. And then Maul say, well, if you're going to buy a property, Eric, don't buy it in that area where it's already developed. So you can get that same house, but if it's already in a neighborhood that's already developed and it's not going to grow anymore, you're defeating the purpose. So also when you go in the neighborhood, buy a dope house, but don't make it the dopest house in the neighborhood. You don't want to get the best house in the neighborhood. Bruh, ego tell you, being around the wrong people, ego, I got to have the best. Yeah. I got to have the biggest car. I got to have the best watch, the best jewelry. I got it. Maul like, no. Get a modern house. My son will tell you, we have a beautiful house in the neighborhood, but all the models, it's the smallest of all the models. Right? Bruh. We paid 2.2 mil, it's worth 5 mil now. That was 4 years ago.
Facts.
And there's a quote you said.
And Maul said, you already strong as a speaker. Yep. You already strong with active money. Yep. Now get strong in passive money.
Yep. And there's a quote you said years ago. You said take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime. And a lifetime of the opportunity. You know when I asked my coach what I need to get to the league? 5 weeks before the draft.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So you need to work on your agility and your flexibility. I'm like,
you can't even do nothing at that point.
You got a 4-week plan because it's draft in 4 weeks. He was like, I've been your coach for 4 years. Why you just now coming to me? You just in, he said, you stronger than, y'all can Google it. Yeah. Like I did 500 pounds. You stronger than 90% of people in the NFL.
In the NFL, bro.
But you're not going to go there because in this area.
You're just strong. And the game requires more than strength. No. The game requires more than to be one-dimensional. If you marry, it requires more than one-dimensional. If you are an entrepreneur, it requires you to be more than one-dimensional.
As a speaker.
It requires you to be more, you understand what I'm saying?
And people assume, I think, because I don't get it. Maybe one of y'all can help me with it, right? Moose can come and help it. But on my flight assessment, I'm a flight attendant. But C would tell you, I've never been a people person. I might come across that way, and I don't know if it's just I can flip that switch. Like I'm on stage, I love people, but growing up in high school, I didn't mingle with people. So it wasn't just this one side. Just the money part I didn't come around. It's like I enjoy being around y'all, but I love being by myself. I love being just chilling by myself. And he like that's great, but if you want to go to this level, then you got to get around, and I'm like, that's not really my thing. I just be chilling at home. I go speak, I hug and say I love you, whatever. Then I'm, even at church, when I come speak at church, I'm like, all right.
And he the pastor. So just for people who listen when he say he speak at the church, he don't mean he just come to speak at the church. Yeah. He the pastor, but he be ready to dip.
And I'm not doing it because I'm trying to be mean. Like I love it. See would tell you. See, did I talk to people in high school?
No.
But see, I think it's a difference, though, when you're saying people, right? I don't mess with people.
True.
No, T was like ornery. Like you used to be that, and you know that's a bad combination. Yeah. That's why we used to be into it. Because
how y'all put that together?
It's just ornery.
Like it means like you like
ornery.
evil,
You know what ornery
like
means?
Evil.
He just broke out the
thesaurus. Did you say evil?
Broke out the thesaurus.
I was like,
somebody go get his English teacher. He just called me evil.
Negative. He always negative.
Disclaimer.
He got in a bad mood.
Okay. He called me evil.
Call me evil. I didn't call you evil.
Tempered and combative. Bad tempered.
Evil.
Jay Boy called me evil.
Adrian was evil. He was like,
Maul, it means evil.
Don't worry, I got the Latin root word. Horny. Horny. It's synonymous with. It's synonymous.
And you heard C, not that one.
Horny. From the root word horn.
Yeah. I'm going on a sabbatical, man. I feel hurt right now.
Be careful who you connect
but
yourself
let's see finish, though. Not evil.
Yeah, go for it.
No, T was just, he, like,
Yeah, come on.
It sounded like he was about to say
He was like, he had a style. See, you was like, you wasn't really happy. Like,
he tried.
I'm talking about we young, bro. Imagine.
He was angry.
Bro, we 17, 18 years old, bro. We stars. Everybody got full scholarship and everything. And T he was never satisfied, dog. He was just walk into class, and I see him come through the door, big as he is. He ain't said nothing to nobody. He looking, and he like looking at me like, you better not say nothing. And I was sitting there all class and be like, just leave him alone. But I would always say something. But you just didn't, you wasn't for no games. T was not, he wasn't really, he wasn't really, no, but he wouldn't bully nobody. He just didn't want to deal with nobody. Yeah. So it wasn't even like he was like punking nobody. His energy was just like, oh, okay, like if for sure you didn't know him, you was like, people was like, oh, he looked like he, you know, and he would come sit down and like purposely take up space.
Evil.
And like, you know,
purposely come in and dogging people out. Yeah. He changed, y'all. He changed.
This is the past.
Yeah, he changed.
Hey, I told him last night, I'll never forget when we got into that fight. He had a magazine, he was looking at Sports Illustrated. And he was looking at this linebacker, because I used to call him short. He hated it. And he was looking at this.
5'10" and a half, bro.
You remember who the linebacker was?
I think it was Zach Thomas or Mike Singletary, probably. Who was
that in the win?
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. He was 5'9", 225.
It was an Asian dude.
Yeah, Asian sensation.
I think he played at Texas A&M and made it to the Cowboys. I only remember that because it stuck in my brain because he slammed me right after that. And he was like, I wasn't even saying nothing to T. He was like, see, he made it to the league. He 5'9". I'm taller than he is.
You said something smart.
Hey, you know I did.
No, CJ, I'm really trying to imagine an immature CJ.
He was 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Bro, like, imagine. No, I'm saying, but I'm saying worse than this dude. My man on the dog. But think high school.
You not gonna call that evil E? That's not evil.
High school, bro, no filter.
CJ is mean.
Oh my God.
He mean.
I can't imagine
when I
him
say
with
bully
no
the bully.
filter. That's another word for me.
Yeah, he said it, bully.
Wow, I can't imagine it.
But no, so I mean, but again, but I don't think T kind of came up like, so y'all got to know, T Pops was not, he wasn't for no games. Mm-hmm. So he raised y'all like, T and them was military.
Other people's fathers. Yeah,
I'm saying
he told
Aaron take his hat off.
Yeah, he's like, T, I said,
we at church, Aaron's church. He's like, you need to take your hat off.
I was like, I told him, I said, that's your son. I'm not your son.
No. I'm saying like, so we grew up in the Midwest. My dad, we never said yes sir to my dad. Like we didn't come up in that. My dad went in the military. We, always respectful, but we didn't come up yes sir. Y'all came up like yes sir. Like you don't talk, you don't say nothing. Like so, it was very
spoken to.
It was very military, right? Like so T embodied that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, Dre didn't really get that. Dre was like a little bit more social and just cool, whatever. But T would like come in with like almost military type. I'm here to do a job. Like even T, like I would say, I wouldn't say you was like the smartest student, but you wasn't playing around even when it came to your grades and stuff. Like T would be locked in. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I wasn't really locked in like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think T was just always locked in, but I think you used that later in life when you start pastoring and stuff. And again, I owe T an apology, bro, because you got to understand something. Like I saw every phase of T, and then when he said he was, rolling with E and doing the pastoring thing, and I was like, I give it about 4, 5. Bro, it still be friends of ours who will call me and be like, T a pastor? TJ? And so, but I'll be honest with you, I was guilty of, it was like, man, 6 months went by and I was like, oh, he's still doing the pastor thing. And then it was like 2 years and I was like, okay, like he seemed like, yo, and then, but it took a long time for, I think, you to kind of, like, people to see you in that light of like, yo, this isn't wild football T who, just kind of searching for himself. And like I said, when I came up to Central a couple times, I was just like, okay, this ain't even the dude I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, even knowing you as my brother, you wasn't never just like out of character. And I was like, oh, he up here like, out of character. I remember I took Chris, my homie.
Lord.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah, he was like,
Wow.
hey, don't ever bring me around these wild gorilla pit bulls ever again in your life. Imagine Chris going into, you know, and so, but anyway, but T, you know, just to see your growth, dog, and to see like, you know, you locked in with God, bro, and T been locked in ever since. And so, you know, I appreciate the honesty, the vulnerability. You know, T would call me and he'd be pissed still, but he get it off his chest, and you know, we have our talks. And
I got a quick question for you based on what he was saying, and that's why I had to talk with you, because this is what CJ taught me. I didn't necessarily want to call you for me. Like, I wasn't calling you because I felt like you weren't successful as a pastor. I just knew that you wanted more. You feel me? And to your point earlier, you was talking about your brother. I don't know if you want to share that story, but why you think so many people are depressed and so many people are not where they want to be.
Yeah, so no, I was just saying, like, you know, with my older brother, shout out to Nick, like, he's one of the happiest individuals I ever met. Like, he don't have a bad day, bro. Like, you're not going to catch my brother having a bad day. But also, his dreams and goals and his actions align. My brother is very, like, he ain't, like, I'm going to be real. I can tell my brother right now, go get a passport, we're going to France. He not interested, bro. My brother like, yo, I like doing what I do. So he do his thing, and so he lives his life, and he got exactly what he wants to do. And I always say, like, sometimes, bro, like, if I feel stressed a little bit, like, I ain't never really told nobody that, I'll call Nick. I'll call, out of all the people, if I feel like a little anxiety and stuff like that, I hit my brother, bro. And he like, what's up? It's like, I'm like, yo, and he like, oh no, it's good. And he got his routine and his goals and dreams and whatever he want out of life, he got everything he want, bro. He ain't sitting up here like, I don't want to go to on these all-inclusive trips. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to take no extra phone calls. I ain't trying to be nobody's supervisor. I ain't trying to be, and he knows exactly where he wants to be. So I always say, like, even though my brother ain't necessarily like balling out of control and doing all of these things, he's happy because he has exactly what he wants. And he wants the life he has. And I say the stress sometimes come when you say you want all of these crazy things, but your actions don't align to that. So I just say be real with what you want. At the end of the day, we all trying to get to happiness. My brother, the happiest person I know. And sometimes I have to even check myself and go, okay, you doing all of this and you keeping up all of this, and it's like, yo, you stressed about it? Because it's an easier way. And so I think when you have
no more aspirations and goals.
That's what I'm saying. Bruh, we had a $350,000 payroll at one point. Everybody don't want that pressure. Yeah, bruh, I was looking at my brother like, bruh, I'm sitting here, a multimillionaire with a $350,000 payroll going, man, working a job and making that pay and just going to the crib and don't nobody call your phone sure looks like a viable option right now. I promise you, my brother clock out at 2:30. He ain't got to think about that place till 7:30 in the morning. I'm talking about ain't nobody calling him. You can't call him. Ain't nothing he can do from the crib. I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then I go take it off and then look at it, and 7,000 text messages pop up, and everybody got a problem that they want you to fix. And so, like I said, I told y'all I had to pray about it because it was a time when I was like, man, I was like, I went to God and I was like, okay, man, like people was calling me for stuff that didn't even involve me. I'm like, bro, okay, I'm, taking care of this problem. Now people just calling me, and I remember complaining like, God, what is this? And God was like, yo, why are you praying for less problems and not more strength? And I was like, okay, cool. So I started praying for increase, but that
love you, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Love you, bro.
Yeah. All right, dog. Take care, man. We know you got to get back. Good luck to the Bears.
I'm gonna get you a large shirt, bro. I got you.
The Bears. Look at it. Look. Get this on camera.
There we go.
Get this on camera.
There we go. Can you get a shot?
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Bring it down so the camera can see it. Bring it down so the camera can see it. Bring it down. Come down. I didn't want to come down. In case you don't know what it means.
Hold on. Where the camera? Where the camera? Which one we at? Which one we at? Look at that. Which one? Right here. Right here.
I'll catch up. Call me when you make it.
Okay.
All right. Go Bears.
Yes, sir. Go. It's a holiday today.
Yeah, go Bears.
Hey,
go Bears.
Hopefully y'all can get a win.
So we got to get out of here in 2 seconds. But that's what I wanted is if you stressed out, either stop comparing yourself and enjoy the life that you have, or if you're going
to desire it, just put the work in to get there and don't trip.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Yeah. I said that, I was telling them that I felt stressed when I said we was going to make E a billionaire. That was my next goal. And I was like, why do I feel this anxiety about it? And God was like, nothing you're doing says $1 billion. He didn't say like, try to do the company and it failed, it get back up with none of that. He was just like, the reason you feel anxiety is because none of the stuff you're doing can lead to what you're saying out of your mouth. And when you say something out your mouth that you want and you don't put in the work to go there, that's when you feel that icky feeling inside. I don't care what it is. It's like anything that you say. So people do all of that talking, talk, and they don't do it. We said we was going to, and it was probably double for me, E, because I was used to when we said something, we did it. We said we was going to make E a household name. We got it every single day, and we worked towards that, and we did it. So I know what that looks like to say something and go chase it down. New York Times bestseller. I told E, bruh, we need to write a New York Times bestseller. He was like, what? I was like, bruh, I'm telling you. I look at the big dogs, Tony Robbins and all of these dudes, and Dale Carnegie, all of them got that signature New York Times bestseller. They ain't got a bunch of them, but all of them got one. We ain't got one. We did it out the trunk. Secret to Success was great. Greatness is Disappointing was great. All of these things. We need that real, it's in the airport, Barnes & Noble, Hudson News. I want that on our trophy case. We put in the work and we got it done. I was saying billion, and we were doing the exact same thing we had been doing. And I was like, oh, that's the stress you're feeling of like what you're doing ain't working. And I've never felt that feeling. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I started looking at some other industries.
And I'm telling you, it's a good feeling if you look at it in the right way.
Right.
The feeling is telling you that you can do it. But it's telling you you're not doing it. So the stress don't mean go, like you said, lost football, felt like I want to kill myself. That's not what that stress is telling you. That stress ain't telling you go kill yourself. That stress is telling you figure out who you are and figure out what's next. It's like, oh, speaking is next. Coaching is next. Teaching kids how to do what I did is next. Working with my sons and getting them is next. Helping the church, that's next. You feel me? That's what's next. Get my own program, getting online every day and post. Like, that's what's next. You feel me? And so I just want to say to everybody out there, get off the ego. Get off the pseudo-anchor. You have anchors. Use your anchors in the way your anchor's supposed to be used. You said it. Be truthful. When I said I can't read and write, guess what? I can read and write now. But when I lied to myself and was like, oh, I'm on the same level. No, you not. Because you didn't put the work Pucky put in. Young man we went to school with, Fordham. I was at an Oakwood event the other day, and the lady was like, she's married to Pucky's brother. She was like, Pucky's the president of the conference. And I was like, yeah, I knew that. And she looked at me, no lie. She looked at me and was like, man, you can't believe that, can you? I said, I absolutely knew he was going to be the president. My wife and I talked about it long before he was the president. I knew it. Buddy Bird, I knew when we was in college he was going to be. Snell, what he doing at Oakwood, I knew they was going to be doing that. The boy knew the dictionary when I met him at 18. He knew the dictionary and the thesaurus like nobody. His words, I knew it, bruh. And so I told her, no, you might be surprised, which you probably not. You just saying that in casual conversation, but we both knew who he was. All the people I named, the Kane boys, Eric Walsh, you go down, everybody. We knew what they were going to be because of what they were doing. Now, are people going to be able to get through the trials and tribulations? That's between you and God. But if you can get through that stuff, then we know exactly. I know when my son like, Dad, I got to do this and do that. I was like, bro, I knew you when you was 5 and 6. Like, I already know your gifts. I'm just going to see if you're going to use it. My daughter, bruh, this boy, when he was little, was going to everybody. Jada wasn't going to nobody at 2 or 3, and she ain't going to nobody now.
Right.
He go to everybody. He was going to everybody then. Don't nothing change. But when we compare ourselves outwardly, we lose. Once we start comparing ourselves to us, the greatest that's in us, we win. So if you want to lose, just keep comparing yourself to people you can't be and who God never even called you to be. Of course you're going to lose, because I can't be TJ. On my best day, I can't be TJ. But on my worst day, I could be E.T. I could be, on my worst day, I could still get up and go, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy on my worst day, which my brand ambassador thought that was the wackest thing that I've ever said in my life, and that was the thing that blew up. Not because of because of the way I don't know how to say it. The choice of wording is not why it blew up, but it expresses my energy when I do it and my passion, and that's why it blew up. So we were just with somebody today, and he was like, last night, he was like, here go my son. Say it, say it, say it. And I was like, what is he doing? Son, say it, say it, say it. And little man was like, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Corny. But when I do it, magical. Let somebody else do it, it's whack. And so let the ego go. Be honest
Mr.
about
Whack.
who you are.
Mr. Whack.
That's the
Boog,
name of
look, before we get out of here, Boog, man, shout out to Boog joining us. You know what I'm saying? Came in the studio. The drippiest.
You see it?
You know what I'm saying? Clueless. The
This is his
drippiest.
brand.
I mean, come
This
on,
is
bro.
his brand.
Come on, you know, everything.
cuts off specific
everything.
measurements.
Look at Trey.
He said specific measure. You better not get fat there.
Yeah.
You better not pick up no weight there. Tell us about the jacket, bro.
Come on.
No, the jacket. So this whole experience was crazy, but this whole fit right here is supposed to be a short film costume. You know, this is what the brand is supposed to be. Clueless is supposed to help kids through imagery and fashion. And I think growing up at the Michigan State days, 1825 and stuff, you know, people really grasp storytelling, and that's what I want to do, even though I'm not a speaker. Still want to have my story. So short film is really the big bang in this, but I wanted to create my own costumes and clothing for each episode and breakthrough each episode. So this is what you see right now. And I got a compliment today at the front desk. I was like, okay.
Come on.
Well, you know, it's fall season to get about to approach. So this is that, and it's Clueless.
Got syllabus on the back?
Yeah, syllabus.
Why you have syllabus on the back?
Week, because we always start things, right? We always have good ideas and we start them. And in the story that I'm about to create, basically he's going to school and doing what he has to do, but then he has a distraction on his phone of like instant gratification kind of thing. And he well, I'm not gonna
give us too much.
Yeah, but basically it's that. And right now, you know, I was in a cooler state when I started, and I'm trying to think of, I was watching one of our go-to movies, The Last Dragon.
Come on.
And hold on 1 second. I don't want to blow this.
Okay, we got it.
I got a lot of notes here, so it might
Well, you got that from CJ.
Come on.
I don't take notes.
Come on. I got crazy notes.
Crazy.
But basically, if you don't know The Last Dragon, he was on the search for the last patch of his journey. And it was a master. I forgot the master's name, like, I don't want to be racist. But it was like a Chinese, what you would think, right?
He said, I don't want to be racist.
Let's just say Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi.
And so he actually found the person that he was supposed to, like, get this information from, and it was a printed fortune cookie. It was a machine. It was a printer. So when he saw that, this is crazy. I got too many notes. I got to get more organized. But
what's the concept?
The concept was basically you have to be your own person. And your own journey.
Yeah, you who you looking for.
Absolutely.
You who you looking for.
Who you looking for.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Didn't I make you rewatch that recently?
You did.
I made Boog rewatch it recently because I'm just like, bro, you can run around the world looking for somebody to do this or somebody to do that or somebody, and it's like at the end of the day, you go all the way back around to realize that God has blessed you with all the gifts and talents you need to be everything you need to be and attract who you need to attract. So, how was Houston, man? Houston was good?
Yeah, Houston was good. It's another coolest story. I have a whole concept, and I gotta really put my boots in the ground. I'm about to
Boots in the ground.
Come on.
really take an opportunity in terms of youth empowerment to a whole nother level, and it's outside of clothes. So I'm about to really just put everything to practice.
Let's get it going, T. Love you. Hey, love everybody. We out of here. We gotta catch flights. Well, I don't. They do. See y'all next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.